Hey, this is a video about finding off-market deals using Craigslist. So if you're at Craigslist for whatever your market is, here we're in Raleigh, North Carolina, you want to go to housing, real estate for sale, and then this side tab you can filter down farther if you want to. I'd go by owner, um, has image, whatever, miles from location. You can do price. I would go max price 350,000 just because we don't want to be going for mansions here for off-market deals. They're harder to sell. Bedrooms, you can do minimum, maximum, bathrooms, square footage, all that. I'm going to leave that all open just so we can see what's out there. And then you can do housing type as well: apartments, condos, cottages, cabins, etc. I'm just going to leave that open just so we can browse through here and see what's available. So seller financing and great potential. I looked at this one. This is a wholesale or something. It's all tricked out with all the, you can just tell by the blurb what this person's a professional. They've got all the down payment and all that stuff, different plans. So we're going to skip over that as a possibility to reach out to. What we're really looking for is just individual sellers who are motivated sellers and ready to let go of stuff. So, when you see these, that's like a professional or a flipper. This one, it could be something. I already looked at this one, and you have to get, it's a rented lot, so it's not really a property for sale. It's just a mobile home for sale. We're not interested in that. And then we got, a vacant lot there. That's probably a wholesaler, I would guess, just because it's a $50,000 vacant lot near Durham. New construction, off market opportunity, Wake Forest home. So, that could be something there. Might be a wholesaler also. A lot of these are going to be wholesalers and flippers and stuff, but this is available for cash buyer, 268K, ARV 419. So this is probably a wholesaler, but it could be a deal that we could look at if we wanted to jump in there and comp it. And they've got estimated renovations, estimated ARV. So if I wanted to flip something, it might be something I wanted to look at more, or it could be a JV possibility, right? Reach out to this person and be like, hey, if I find a buyer, can we JV on this? And then there's another, this lot I saw a bunch of times on here. It's this 50K lot in Rougemont. And then there's owner retiring, selling 26 properties. That could be interesting if you want to talk to an owner and see if you can get into their portfolio and buy some properties. This is South Carolina, which we stay far away from as wholesalers. Roanoke Rapids, 10 acres near boat ramp. Greenville, this is the same. This is another one. I would guess that's a wholesaler. But again, you could look at this, do your own comp, see if there's meat on the bone there, and propose a JV deal, right? 2,000 down owner financing. There's a lot of deals here. You just have to filter through a little bit. This is for assignment. Same thing. If you know it's a wholesaler, you could look at it, do your own comps. If you think there's meat on the bone, offer them a JV if you think you can find a buyer, right? Seems like I saw a couple on this list that might be actual rent with option to buy there. Condo for sale. Like this one. Oh, no, that's a rental. 2,300. It's a rental. 900. That's a rental. So they put them in the wrong category. This is, some acreage with a barn on it over here. So that might be something we'd want to look at. This one here, this 96 acres, 100 acres, but that's a different type of buyer. We're not really trying to do those big acreages right now. Single family home on almost 3 acres in Henderson. These Durham ones could be interesting. These could be wholesalers also, but single family home on a desirable street. This one says that it's in Durham, which is a hot market. House to the left of it sold for 440K last year. They're trying to get 130, and then they're saying it needs everything. So you got to figure, 150, 200,000, and you have to do your numbers on this, but this one might be worth reaching out to because it might be an individual or it could be a wholesaler where you could JV, but that, looks like there's meat on the bone with that one. So I guess the point is with Craigslist, there's a lot of filtering through to do, but you might find some deals in here. You might find some JV possibilities, and this is free, right? Just go through here and see what's around. And that one's a rundown little house. It might be like I said, it might be a wholesaler again, but it might be a individual trying to sell it. just a 2-bedroom investment opportunity. Just by the way, this is framed excellent investment opportunity. It's probably a wholesaler here, but again, run the numbers, see if it's something to JV on, and maybe reach out if it is. So that's a little bit of a look at what we can do with Craigslist for finding free off-market leads. And there's more, Chapel Hill condo, that could be a possibility. Single wide, but that's looks like they're just selling the single wide, not the property with it. We don't want to buy mobile homes by themselves in general. But yeah, there you go. Off-market deals on Craigslist.